Hey yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Sabotage here. Welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a bunch of secret tips in Warzone that I have found. There's about, I would say, I don't know, 8 to 10 of these. These tips came from me just simply playing the game or some friends helping me out with them. They're actually really good tips, and I guarantee you there's at least 5 tips in here that you had no clue about. As I go through the list of all of the tips, I'm going to be showing gameplay in the background to prove to you guys that they are true. So we're going to start with the very first tip, which is you are able to throw a C4 and blow something up when you are knocked. So pretty much you cannot throw a C4 when you're knocked, but if you had already thrown a C4 and you got knocked, you are allowed to blow up that C4 when knocked. So as you can see in the gameplay, I throw a C4 and I get knocked, but I am easily able to double tap square on a controller, or for me it's double tap F on a keyboard to blow up that C4 while I'm knocked, and it's able to, I mean, in this clip that I'm showing you, it is not able to save my life because I knocked myself on purpose to show you guys how it works. But let's say you throw a C4 and someone knocks you, then you can blow up that C4 when knocked and it will damage the opponent. It's just like a normal C4. You can just blow it up when you are knocked. So think about the possibilities for this. You can simply throw a C4 on like a door or something, and then if you're weak and you know you're going to die, they knock you, you can double tap to blow up that C4 whenever they rush you, and it will most likely save your life or damage the opponents for your teammates. Alright, so now the second tip I'm going to be showing you guys is one that my friend Booth found, so shout out to him. This is the blue building. I guess it's like the blue barn. I'm not really sure what it's called, the blue warehouse maybe. But there is a glitch where you can get higher up in the blue building, and I've done this in solos so many times, especially when someone has a bounty on me and they're getting super close. I use this glitch to get up here and hide, and they never are able to find me. They like crouch walk in all sneaky, and I just spray them from above and they have no clue where I was. So it's a sneaky little glitch that I don't even think it's supposed to be in the game, honestly. So that is how you guys get in like higher up in the blue building. It's pretty much like a fourth part to the blue building, because there's the ground floor, like the second area, and then the third where you go up to the ladder, and then above that there's a little bar you can hop on and get up to like the fourth part that nobody knows about. So go try this out. It works in about 95% of the blue buildings. I've done them in a bunch of them, and there's only been like one that hasn't worked for me, so make sure to go try that out. Alright, so the next tip is you run faster with a cluster strike in your hand or a precision airstrike. So the only way you're able to get these is in a chest or at the store, and these are pretty much kill streaks, just like a UAV. But the laser is actually faster than running with your fists. I have tested this and I noticed that you do run faster with the cluster strike in your hand. So you just like you don't use it, but you just like click on it like you're going to use it and then run with it. Looks like you have a lifesaver pretty much in your hand, and you run quicker with it. And same with the cluster strike, I think, and same with the precision airstrike. I think the precision airstrike's just a little slower, but the laser is like one of the fastest things in this game. Also, the cluster strike, you can use it as binoculars. If you don't like fully use it, you just like pull it out and then hold like your aim down sight button, and you can use it to like zoom in like binoculars and look for people. Alright, so for my next tip, this one is a pretty simple one. I think some people would probably know this, but I usually just try to pick up things on the ground normally, but there's a easier way to pick it up, especially if you're in a hurry. You can just ADS with your gun, and if you zoom into whatever you're wanting to pick up, it will pick that up. And for some reason, the armor satchels lately have been glitched into like ammo and cluster strikes and stuff. Like they've been glitched into each other. I don't know why, but if you ADS onto what you're wanting to pick up, it will pick it up instead of you having to like look for the name. And the next tip I have for you guys here is when you guys are in a team of at least 2, 3, or 4, so you cannot do this in solos, is the self-revive pickup glitch. Now, I'm sure most people know about this, but if you use your self-revive almost until it is complete, your teammate can run up next to you and just hold it down, and it will finish off your self-revive without wasting it. So pretty much, you can have your self-revive at like a half a second until it's done, and your teammate just has to run up there, hold it for their last couple seconds, and it will fully pick you up without wasting the self-revive. So it's just a quick way to pick yourself up without wasting it. For my next tip, it is the loadout drops times in the game whenever they drop. So pretty much the very first loadout drop, if you don't know, the free one, it drops right after the very first zone. It actually drops when the zone is 13 seconds from closing. So if you notice the very first zone, when it's just about to close into the very first circle, 13 seconds before that, a loadout drop will drop for free. So make sure whenever you're running into the zone, 13 seconds before the zone closes, a loadout drop will always spawn in the very first circle. And then the second loadout drop of the game will spawn at the 5th circle of the game. So right after the fourth circle closes, and the 5th circle is, and right when the I don't know what it's called, but right when like the 5th circle is about to happen, and I believe right around like 43 seconds or something like that, the second loadout drop of the game. There's only 2 that happen. There's 2 free loadout drops, one at the beginning and one at the end. So if you didn't know, you can put a trophy system on a vehicle to block C4s and RPGs and PILAs and grenades and anything coming towards your vehicle. I actually made a video on this a little bit more in depth of where to place it on the vehicle so it blocks the most things. If you guys want to go check that out, it will be on my channel. I think it's just called like force field on a vehicle or something like that, or it will be in the description below. And for another tip, if you guys didn't know, if you guys pick up a stopping power rounds on the ground and you guys use it and then you go and get a loadout drop and you pick that weapon back up, it will no longer have the stopping power rounds on it. So once you drop a weapon with stopping power rounds on it, it will no longer have it. So make sure to not drop your weapons when they have stopping power rounds on it, because for some reason it will completely erase the stopping power rounds.